the longtime head professional at Knollwood Country Club, Bob Miller.
Well, I can tell you, at 1 o'clock this afternoon, he got a haircut.
He did, or Mike did?
That's been a topic of conversation in our household for the last couple of days. I think his girlfriend Jess has something to do with that. Thank you, Jess, for being here. I'm an emotional person, as you can tell. A couple of weeks ago, when Michael was told that he needed someone to represent him and to produce him, I wondered who was going to ask. I thought I was going to ask my brother Craig.
He's ready.
You might have to stand in, Craig. But on the way home from Knollwood, he said to me, the MGA wants someone to introduce him, and would you do it for me? And I sat there driving the car, and I said, yes, I would. And I didn't know how to go about this. I didn't know it was supposed to be personal. I didn't know it was supposed to be just plain facts and figures. I went down a couple weeks ago and met with the MGA, and they told me one thing. Brian, where are you, Brian? Brian, where are you?
Be careful what you say about me.
No, Brian came up to the shop a couple weeks ago and said Jay had made some corrections. But my niece Jessica had made better corrections. Thank you, Jess. But one thing that they let out, they did not put in was emotion. Before Michael played golf, and when he played hockey and baseball, I always said to him, have fun, and we love you. Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you to speak about my son, Michael Miller. Excuse me. As a child, Michael loved anything to do with a ball. He played 3 sports, broke a lot of glass in the house, played hockey, baseball, and golf. Lettering in both hockey and golf. While he loved being on the ice, golf was his passion. I will never forget picking Michael up on his first day of tryout in 7th grade. His coach, Mike Stefanski, asked me if I was Mike's dad, and I nodded. He told me Mike made the team, but don't tell him. When I came home and told my wife Marcy, she wasn't surprised that he made the team, but she was worried that Michael would be disappointed if he didn't play well. He did in any other sport. He had the ability, but he was younger than his teammates and his opponents, and she was worried that they would try to intimidate him. Well, as it turned out, Michael did the intimidating. His average in 8th grade made him eligible for the state championship. Though he didn't make it, he never stopped trying. Over the next 4 years, he led the Section 1 in scoring at a very impressive 100 par. 4 years in a row. Think about it, guys. Cameron, think about it. 100 par for 4 years. Can you do it? Well, you better beat it. As a golf professional, it was exciting to see his talent and his confidence grow as he embarked on a very successful junior career. Recording many impressive finishes in the MGA, the Met PGA, the WGA, and other regional events. But the event that made him go from a junior to a man was the MGA Junior Championship, at Arts and Country Club in 2010. I remember Michael coming over to the club between rounds with my wife. How'd you do? I won 6 and 5. How'd you do? I won 4 and 3. How'd you do? I won. Well, My family was there, my brother-in-law, Jimmy, my brother Craig. I was at work. They followed us every move, and he happened to win that event, the 2010 Junior Championship. I never expected Michael to continue in the MGA Championships. But that year he qualified the MGA. He lost to Cameron Wilson. And if you know Cameron, Cameron's a hell of a golfer. Cameron's out in Stanford right now representing the MGA. Of course he lost to Cameron that day. But of course he was disappointed. I said, hey, learn from your losses. They make you a better player. Well, that year, he qualified for the USA at Chambers Bay. As usual, Michael always runs late. We got the Whippoorwill that day about 10 minutes before his tee time. I never expected him to shoot 63, but he did. The second round, he shot 70, and he was, I don't want to tell you what I thought, but he was really, really nervous. He shot 133, and he was a medalist at Whippoorwill to represent the MGA at the USA at Chambers Bay. He shot 73, 75 to make the field to 64. He lost in the first round, but his confidence grew and his compassion even got with Greg Grader. He had a short stay at Penn State, and had several good finishes. But it wasn't for him. That spring, Michael refocused his energy on his game. Unlike a thoroughbred, he came out to the gate and led the start to the finish. The result was a record-setting season, culminating in his great award in this very special evening. As a father and a golf professional, I could not be more proud to watch this young man play his heart out throughout the year and emerge as not just a great champion, but a gentleman and a respected member of the golf community. This past year has many highlights. Michael finished strong in the New York City Amateur, the Westchester Amateur, and the Westchester Open, the Oxford Memorial, the Bath Invitational, the Nassau Invitational, and the Bergen County Inn. But the event, they couldn't compare it to the event at Packing Rock. After the first 18 holes, Mike was 2 down. Mike turned it around and won. But it wasn't how he won. Excuse me, but it wasn't just he won. It's how he won the event that will stick with me forever. Arriving at the course just minutes before his second round, we walked to the range, so we cruised it up. His swing looked good. He really did. When he was called to the tee, he looked at me and said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Don't sweat it. He swings good, have fun, and we love you." After the afternoon round, things looked bleak for Mike, as he was 3 out through 15 holes. But if you were there, you watched an impressive 9 holes of golf. Mike was 3 down with 15 to go. Think about that. 3 down with 15 to go. The next 9 holes, he would hit 8 under par. How about that, Joe? Could you do it? Piping Rock, 9 holes, 8 under. You figure out where he made pars and birdies. After that, Mike was 4 up with 4 holes to play. I remember talking to Gene Bernstein, Sam's dad, on the 13th green, and he said it was only a matter of time before the lion came into the cage. Well, Mike was out of the cage and was roaring to a record-setting win. Naturally, my wife and I were very proud of our son's performance and his win in such a prestigious event with such a worthy opponent as Sam Bernstein. We were even more proud how he did it, for the way he conducted himself throughout the entire event. That's what makes a true champion. Michael, I hope you realize in golf, as in life, birdies will come, as will bogeys. There will be times when you're down yourself, and other times when you're flying high. Like yesterday when you bogeyed the 16th hole, 6th hole, and the 5th hole, and shoot 65. Imagine that. Nothing comes easy, but despite your upsets and disappointments, hold on to your truth that golf is a game. Don't ever forget that golf is a game. And always be that. Unbelievable. So in the midst of your winnings and your losings, stay true to your character and to be fair. Always have fun. Please have fun. I hope you always have the courage to continue to follow your dream and enjoy the journey no matter what obstacles you face on and off the course. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my lovely wife, Marcy, and my son, Bobby, I'm very proud to introduce you to this year 2011 Jerry Courville Sr. MGA Player of the Year, Michael Charles Miller.
Yoga breath. Yoga breath.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for being here. I don't know where to begin. Everyone from the MGA staff, Mr. Bernstein, President, Knollwood Country Club, for always being able there, to let me practice, President, Jim Blows, membership, my whole family. I don't think we missed a golf tournament in 2 years. Everyone, they're all spread out, they're all here. And this year was different. I was supposed to be at college. I was supposed to be a normal college kid. I was supposed to be going through the life of a college student. And things didn't work out where I just looked around and it wasn't for me. It was I wasn't in the right mindset. It wasn't the right fit. And when I came home, I was the only one questioning it. None of my family members questioned if I made the right choice. They were always behind me, no matter what. Every tournament, everything I did between hockey, school, golf, they were always supporting me, always being there for me. Never once did they ever tell me I can't do it. Never once did they ever tell me I can't get there. They were always the people that were there for me when I truly needed it the most. To all my fellow playing competitors, Joe, Cameron, Connor, Dennis, and Clancy, who's not here tonight. We did win the Kerry Cup. It was 15 years since we've done it, and that's always going to be with me. I'm going to leave here tonight, and I'm going to remember the team that we had, the camaraderie, just everything. That meant the world to me to spend it with you guys, because you made me a better player. I didn't want to be the guy who lost the singles match. I didn't want to be the guy who lost the foursomes match, and we lost by 1 point. Coach, you motivated me more than anybody. When I came home, I didn't have a coach. You were my coach. And I looked up to you. I said, what are we going to do? You knew the answer. I had no one who knew the answer besides my father. And that meant the world to me. Dave, I'd like to congratulate you. It's quite an honor just not to be here with you, but to be here with everyone. My family, the representative from Polo, Tom Nolan. Thank you for everything. Kerry Cup stuff is great. But I'd like to personally thank my mother, who there's times when we go at it but without you, I wouldn't be here. Sorry, I'm getting emotional, but hopefully I get to experience something like this again. I know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm going to grasp it, I'm going to enjoy it, and then hopefully one day someone over there might be in my shoes because he kicked my butt. So you'll never know. But thank you for everyone for being here. Enjoy your night. It was great. I'm honored to be Player of the Year. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to cherish it. And without these 2 tables here in front of me, nothing could be possible. So I got to give a round of applause to my family, my father, who, he's never said no to me. It doesn't matter what it is. Money, car. And without him, without Knollwood again, nothing I want to accomplish in golf could be possible. And I'd love to go through it all, to go the distance, but it starts here, and I'm glad I'm here. Thank you very much for everything.
Before you sit down, I want to add my personal congratulations. Unlike my predecessor, Al Small, and my successor, Jeff Holshow, I'm a bit of a hacker, but I did go out to watch the finals of an amateur at Piping Rock. And I'd have to say I had a certain kind of allegiance to Sam Bernstein, no relation, but what you did there on the second 18 was just awesome. And as much as that 9 holes when you were 7 or 8 under, it didn't include playing 18 because he closed out the match, which I guarantee it would have been at least a birdie, par 5, but he would probably be driving a wedge for him. And it was really in the first 3 holes or 4 holes, I think, that you saved yourself holding up and down from some very difficult positions. Otherwise, you would have been really blown out. And then I had the pleasure again of being at the Carter Cup and watching Al motivate these guys. And despite the horrendous conditions, Carey Cup, I'm sorry. I was at the Carter Cup too, and that was a busy day too. Remember, but the great job that Al did and all of you guys was tremendous. We have another presentation to make for you tonight. This year we're again delighted to have Apollo Golf as the sponsor of our Player of the Year points race. As winner of that race, Apollo has a special gift for you. It's become a Player of the Year tradition. And I'd like to ask Tom Nolan, Senior Vice President of Polo Golf and Tennis, to come up and help with the presentation of the Polo Player of the Year challenge.
Thanks, Gene. You know, I don't know, Bob, if Jamie told you or not, but we negotiated a deal before this. Since you're a head golf professional, that your shot has to be exclusive to Ralph Lauren. I do appreciate it. I have, it's a great honor for us to be here. I mean, we as a company at Ralph Lauren and Polo Golf are involved in a lot of great things. We're the official outfitter of the USGA, we're the official outfitter of the RNA, we've had a 17-year relationship with the HHGA. Nothing means more to me to be involved with the MGA. Clearly this is the greatest, Gene and Jay and everybody, and this is the greatest section of the country. I'm lucky enough to be out there a lot and see a lot of the sections, and this one is special, and it gives me such a sense of pride to be a part of it. I have to tell one quick story to Dave, real quick about Bethpage. I had sort of, now that I work at this big fancy fashion company, I had sort of an inauspicious start to the world of golf. My dad, I grew up in Long Island, my dad's an electrician, typical Irish electrician, Navy guy, he's got tattoos all over him. And when I was 16, I didn't play golf when I was a kid. When I was 16, he came home and he did some side job to help make ends meet. Guy couldn't pay him one time, and he paid him with a set of Wilson staff blades. You remember that old, everybody that can remember it, that old red and white bag and the wood blade, the woods and the blades and everything. He came home with he smoked his Marlboro Reds, and he came home with this Marlboro Red hanging out, and he dropped this bag up in front of me and said, "Learn how to play golf, it'll be good for you one day." But little did he know I'd be in front of a room with one other Fordham guy up at the table.
Right there, Fordham right there. Right there, son. Fordham right there.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
The bald head kid.
I like you guys even better now. So, he dropped it up in front of me, learn how to play golf, it'll be good for you one day. So I didn't know golf, I'd never read a golf magazine, I played baseball and basketball and what all the other normal kids did that didn't have money. And I went to this local 9-hole, and I just bring driver, and I hit driver as hard as I could, try to hit over the fence. And then I finally convinced my best friend, who was the best man at my wedding, to come with me, and I hit driver, he hit 3-wood, I hit 3-wood, he hit driver. So finally, after we get it airborne, we're hitting in the air a little bit and hit it over the fence. Now, I've never touched another club, and I swear to God, besides a driver or a 3-wood, we get up enough courage to ride our bikes to the closest golf course, which was Bethpage. The only course that was open, because it was in such god-awful condition, and it was so freaking hard, was Bethpage Black. So my first round of golf ever, of all time, I've never hit another club but a 3-wood or a driver, is on Bethpage Black. I show up with a giant Wilson staff bag, I'm 17 years old, I have no idea what I'm doing, I don't know who Jack Nicklaus is, I don't know how to hold a golf club, I don't know anything. And I'm sure, and are we taping this? Ralph can't see this. I was wearing some sort of jean tank top and sneaker and we get to the first tee, we hit our tee shots, I don't remember where they went, and the starter comes out and he goes, boys, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I don't know, we're playing golf. I've never done this before, we're playing golf. We paid my 20 bucks, whatever it was. And he goes, no, what are you doing? And I said, listen, I don't know, and now I'm getting aggravated because I'm 17 and I've got, you know, the Irish temper. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm playing golf. And he goes, boys, you can't both play out of the same set. You know, my buddy Dan didn't know any better, so I grab a handful of irons, I hand it to my buddy Dan, and I put the bag on my shoulder and walk down the first tee, that big hill there, and we play golf. And now that I'm like this country club jerk, I can't even imagine what I would think if I saw this happening in front of me today. But two themes here. One, how great is golf that can happen, and I could be up here in front of all these people with these great people up to this day that I don't belong at, and presenting a jacket for a company that I shouldn't work at. And the second is, your starters suck, Dave, because they let us play golf. They should have stopped us. It's a great honor to be here. I'm humbled to be a part of this association. The MGA means a lot to me personally and professionally. And Mike, what a great year you had. The fact that you're going to be wearing this jacket, hopefully you'll have it for a long time unless you get fat like the rest of us. And what a great family you came from. And Bob, you're a great partner. We appreciate it. And we're thankful to the MGA and Gene and Jay. And I'm sorry to take so much time, but Mike, congratulations. I'm proud to put this on you. And